Ladies and gents, welcome back to November's haul. We've got 10 brand new fragrances to share with you, and of course, I've got some great news that you do not want to miss. So stick around. November's haul 2024 is up right now. Welcome back to another video. 𝗵𝗂𝘃𝗍 here. You already know that smelling good is a great way to make a good and lasting impression. We're going to talk about 10 brand new fragrances. For every single month, you get a haul video which I cover all fragrances, giving you first impressions, of course, and my thoughts only, no one else's, of course, my impressions. And then, of course, as I always tell you, you should always try it before you buy it. And of course, with this video, you can check all the fragrances in this haul at perfume.com and use the code NOVHAUL, which means November's haul, for 20% off site-wide on any new release. Of course, thousands to choose from, whether indie, designer, or niche. Details below. Enjoy it. Let's get cracking. Let's get smelling. The first one we're going to talk about today is going to be a re-release. A lot of brands are actually doing this now. They're doing reinterpretations of a fragrance about 10 years later. It's happening with a lot of brands. You know, these are 2024 editions of fragrances. Case in point, Polo Red, originally released 2013, 2014. This is an original from that year. This is going to be a cranberry, coffee, ambery, woody, spicy type of a fragrance. Very nice, great for, you know, fall and winter season. It's rather sweet, very woody and spicy type of fragrance. The reinterpretation of that fragrance is here right now. I'm going to pop on the screen what the box is going to look like. But I mean, it's very common with the Polo line. It's going to be transparent. You can actually see the juice now, which you couldn't see with the older 2013 edition. Nothing to it, very minimalist kind of a presentation. Sprays are nice. Polo does a good job with that. And the smell itself is quite similar, but I want to tell you that it's going to be a lot weaker, a lot more tamer. You know, when you look back at this one here, it was a lot sweeter. Some people even wearing this for clubbing. This one had that beautiful coffee and cranberry opening, and then it had the woods and the spices in the base. Quite creamy as well. This one here, the new 2024 edition, not so much. This is going to be easier to wear. Harping into Invictus Aqua territory a little bit. You know, a little bit aquatic, a little bit ozonic. You still have that fruitiness of the cranberry note. There's definitely a grapefruit note here, which that's going to be very similar to Invictus Aqua. It's a good release. I think the timing of this release is not very good. I think this is going to be great for, as this one here, older, was better for fall, spring and fall. I think this one here is going to be mostly good for fall. I don't think it's going to be that strong. It seems like it's going to be a lot weaker than the predecessor. So those are my initial thoughts. Of course, you guys should definitely check this out. I think it's an okay release. You know, I would say mid-range, nothing great here. It's one of those, been there, done that. Next up, we're going to talk about a house that does luggage. And this is going to be the house of 𝗂𝗏, which is quote unquote a brand that has done quite a bit of good releases over the last few years. I have been enjoying this brand here every now and again. The fragrances are nice, they smell good, and they last actually pretty good. This is their newest 2024 edition. It's called Dusk. It's a blue kind of a presentation, metallic. So what I'm thinking here is this is going to be rather a blue aromatic kind of a scent. I do love their presentation. I think they do a very good job with their bottles. It does have the mechanism here, which, you know, you can click into place and lock the cap, which is really nice, especially if you travel. It's not going to fall off and spray accidentally. So very nice, just like their luggages. They do a great job. In fact, they have luggages that are very similar to this bottle itself. So this is going to be 𝗂𝗏 Dusk. Let's take it for a test drive. Sprays are quite nice as well. Beautiful, strong mist. And yeah, this is going to be a very similar fragrance to Senthal 33 from Le Labo. It's another one of those fragrances out there. You know, fragrance brands, they do like to take notes from quote unquote famous releases over the years. This one here, I would say, is a very blue aromatic take on Senthal 33 from Le Labo. So if you like that fragrance, that fig, green, a little bit floral type of a fragrance, sandalwood in the base, you're gonna like this one. But again, it's gonna be blue, aromatic. I think there's lavender here as well. Very, very similar to Senthal 33 from Le Labo. If you do enjoy that fragrance, you're gonna like this one. If you have never tried that fragrance, definitely check this one out. It smells good. It's that simple. It smells good. It's gonna get you smelling great. Probably gonna be good for compliments as well. There's nothing here that's not gonna be appreciative. It is a good smelling scent. Just in time for the holidays, the actual packaging here is very holiday driven, very, you know, festivities, Christmas season like. This is Bad Boy from Carolina Herrera Sparkling Ice. It looks quite cool, the box itself. You got this white and gold appointments. Like I said, it's all about skiing, it's all about the holidays. I am thinking that this is going to be quite cozy. Love the presentation here. The white with the gold looks quite sharp. And I'm thinking this is going to be a gourmand. Just looking at the bottle here, I took a quick peek at the notes here real quickly, so I'm thinking it's going to be a gourmand. Sprays are nice. I do enjoy this line, although I think this is overall a very playful collection. I think, the Bad Boy line from Carolina Herrera is really a youthful, playful, something for teenagers or young adults up to like in the early 20s to enjoy this one. This is, again, as I thought, very sweet, very playful, very youthful. Not my kind of style, not the kind of fragrance that I will be, wearing for the most part. But if you're looking for something sweet, playful to rock in the holidays, something to go out with your friends, romantic settings, going out on a date, this will definitely fit the bill. Valentine's Day is just around the corner, so this is going to be a good one for that. The notes, you got pepper, you got clary sage, vetiver, cacao, and tonka, so it's a very heavy, I'd say green, aromatic, and sweet. There's definitely a gourmand facet that comes to play. I think on skin, that cocoa is going to play an even stronger role. Very sweet, very creamy, very nice. Again, if you do enjoy sweet, creamy fragrances that are borderline gourmand, you're going to enjoy this one. Perhaps you have a lot of things in your collection that are already similar to this, so this can and will be redundant for a lot of you guys watching out there. I like it. I don't love it. It's going to be an okay for me, to be quite honest with you. The next fragrance we're going to talk about is going to be a fragrance brand from a YouTuber. His name is Mr. Smelly77, Den Naughton, aka. And this is going to be their newest release. It's called Arezzo, which is a region in Italy. From what I understand, it's going to be a tobacco, a heavier fragrance when compared to all the other Naughton & Wilson releases, which I have covered here on the channel extensively over the years since the inception of the original Gravita Sporom. So Dan is somebody that I've known for a long time here in the community, and I'm all about supporting. By the way, this was not sent to me by Dan. I got the bottle myself. This is not a sponsored video. I like to support people in the community. And when I saw the release of this fragrance, when I looked at the notes, and I love the presentation here, I think he really stepped up. And I said, you know what? I love tobaccos. I love leathers. This looks great. I love the color here. Kind of matches my attire here today. So I'm going to take it for a test drive. And overall, to be quite honest with you, if I have to rate the house of Naughton & Wilson from a YouTuber brand, I mean, his perfumer is great. I believe John Steven is the name of the perfumer. And so far, everything I've tried from this brand, I have been quite impressed with the quality. Heavy cap, beautiful plaque here, metal plaque. Let's take it for a test drive. Sprays are really nice. You can control it depending on how hard you push the atomizer. It's one of those. This is a very classy fragrance, ladies and gents. It smells really good. It's got a fruitiness to it. I believe plum is one of the notes here. So I'm definitely getting a very nice, leathery, spicy plum. There is some booziness here. I think brandy is also another note. The brandy here is quite nice, along with that drenched, plum note, spices. Definitely a lot of woods in the base here. I think there's oak moss, vetiver. It's definitely an old school, leathery, sweet, fruity, and boozy type of a scent. This gets a thumbs up. So far, the best one from the bunch. I will most likely spray this today. Today's actually a nice brisk day here in New York, so I think it'll fit the bill perfectly for the fall and winter season up ahead. So this gets a thumbs up. Kudos, Dan. Well done. Let's carry on here with the list. Next up, we're going to talk about an indie brand, the brand of Pazzaglia, Lorenzo Pazzaglia, and this is one that came out late last year, but I didn't have a chance to pick it up, so it's making its way here as still a newish release, but not brand new at that. This is 𝗂𝗄𝗄𝗏, which is what I'm thinking here. It's going to be a chocolate-based fragrance. Let me actually open up this box. Again, brand new, just taking it for the test drive here today with you guys on screen. As always, that's what we do here. 𝗂𝗄𝗄𝗏, I mean, you look at the bottles, you've seen one, you've seen them all. They have the same kind of a, finish, their bottles. It's very minimalist, black, square-looking bottles, really nice, heavy metal caps. And let's see what we get out of 𝗂𝗄𝗄𝗏. Real nice sprayer, good mist. Not the best, but quite nice, does the job. And okay, 𝗂𝗄𝗄𝗏 is a beautiful chocolate scent with a nuttiness to it. There's this hazelnut. Think about Ferrero Rocher if you like Ferrero Rocher. Hazelnut, chocolatey, Nutella. It's gonna have that kind of a vibe. I also get some leather effect here, some incense. It's definitely a heavy, dark, beautiful scent. Dark chocolate though, don't think about milky chocolate, creamy, oversweet. It's not gonna be that kind of a chocolate at all. It's actually very earthy and rooty. If you think about Narciso Rodriguez, for him, that has that wet cement kind of a vibe. It's very earthy, very vetiver driven. This is gonna be that kind of a scent. It's a dark, dry chocolate powder with the earthiness, the incense, the smoke, the vetiver, the woods. This is really nice. This is something that I do enjoy quite a lot. And this is going to be a fragrance that I will highly recommend you guys checking out for the season up ahead. You know, fall, winter, perfection, and most likely will make my top winter 2024 into 2025. This is a good one. And this is another brand, 𝗵𝗂𝘂, which always puts out incredible fragrances when it comes to creativeness, complexity, powerful, you know, long-lasting fragrances. 𝗂𝗀 gets a thumbs up right now, along with 𝗕𝗿𝗀𝘂, the two best releases so far in this haul that I'm sharing with you. Next up, we have a fragrance from 𝗵𝗂𝘂 Has a Gun. This is going to be the fragrance of 𝗵𝗂𝘂, named after the brand. And from when I looked at the notes real quickly before I actually picked up this bottle, it's going to be yet another cherry-based scent. I mean, the box looks really cool. I mean, you've seen one, you've seen them all. It's really, you know, it follows suits all the other 𝗵𝗂𝘂 Has a Gun fragrances. It's got this little encasing where the fragrance sits there perfectly. Let's take it for a test drive. 𝗵𝗂𝘂, beautiful red bottle, almost burgundy, with the nice silver appointments. Let's take 𝗵𝗂𝘂 for a test drive again. Seems it's going to be another cherry-based scent. Beautiful sprayer here, metal cap, very heavy metal cap. And okay, this is going to be a fruity, floral, ambery scent. It's going to be quite transparent. You're going to get that cherry, almost like a cherry blossom rather than the actual fruit itself. Not my favorite type of cherry, I'll be quite honest with you, because this leans very floral for my taste. But I think a lady out there that loves cherry blossom, floral fragrances that are sweet, fruity, and ambery in the base will appreciate this one. Definitely feminine, too feminine for my taste, quite honest. But again, a lady will definitely appreciate this. We'll just leave it at that. It's a fruity floral amber with a heavy dose of orange blossom, not orange blossom, cherry blossom, I should say. It's got a little bit of the fruitiness of the cherry, but it's mostly a floral cherry blossom type of a scent. You have jasmine here that adds this indolic, almost animalistic facet, and of course, a little bit of a tonka bean in the base to add some sweetness and body to the scent. It's okay. Again, you must like floral scents. I don't. So for me, it's a pass for my personal taste, but it's really nicely executed, and I think, like I said, on skin, it'll do even better. Just not for me because I'm not a floral type guy. But you ladies out there, definitely give this one a chance. I was never a really big fan of the original Rouge Smoking, as I thought it was very floral for my taste. I think Wood and Jasmine is still my favorite from this line, from BDK. But like I said, overall, they're good fragrances, but they do lean a little bit more on the feminine side of things for my personal taste. Beautiful presentation here. The bottle sits perfectly. I love what they did here, this red with the black appointments. I mean, their presentation is really nice. Non-magnetic cap, heavy metal cap though. All right, so let's see what we get out of Rouge Smoking Extrait. A new version, perhaps I'll like this one more. Really nice mist here, beautiful sprayer. And okay, I do enjoy this one more than I do enjoy the original Rouge Smoking, to be honest with you. This is a little bit more bodied, a little darker, a little deeper. Definitely more intricate, more complex. There's a creaminess here. You do have some fruitiness up top. Definitely smoky. That smokiness could be coming through a combination of things. I'm thinking there's tuberose here, vetiver, perhaps some incense. It's a very smoky type of a scent. The name here is very, very fitting. You do, if you're thinking about synesthesia, you do have this red, fiery, smoky kind of a feel that you get with this. This is nice. This is something that I would wear. I'm also getting some sweetness perhaps from tonka beans. I'm digging this one, guys. This is one that I would definitely wear. The original one I liked. I wore it for quite a bit. Gave it to my wife because it was a little bit too feminine for my taste. This one here, however, I think I'm going to keep. I think this is going to be a keeper for me. Really nice. Definitely a very nice smoky tonka feel here with the vetiver. Quite nice, quite fiery, quite hot. Very spicy. Liking this one, guys. This gets a big thumbs up for me. Go as far as saying that this is one of the best ones in this haul. Unisex, gender-free. Anybody could rock this one. I like what they did here. The original was quite feminine, quite floral. This one here gets a thumbs up because it's quite woody, quite spicy, and quite creamy. Got that spiciness, that creaminess, but also that fire, that smokiness that's quite prevalent with this one. All right, next up, we're gonna be talking about an indie brand that I'm quite intrigued by. This is the house of Elysian. And this is going to be one that I was really, really looking forward to. This is their brand new release called Gentleman's Club. So this one here, from when I looked at the note breakdown, it had a lot of things that got me intrigued, talking about tobacco. I think there's leather here. There's definitely a boozy facet. So Gentleman's Club, guys, I can't wait to try this one. Very minimalist packaging here, but it does have this nice, almost leathery kind of a texture. Let's look at the bottle. The bottle is square looking bottle. This is a 50 ml, by the way. The cap is going to be plastic, not a metal cap, but that's okay. You know, I'm thinking the juice should be good because I have tried a discovery kit from Elysian and I was actually very impressed by their blends. This is going to be an extrait de parfum concentration again, and the fragrance is Gentleman's Club. Really nice mist. And okay, wow, this is good. It's going to be quite boozy. I don't get much tobacco here. I haven't looked at the notes, but I definitely get a very nice whiskey feel here. And I know all about whiskey and boozy fragrances. You know, it's one of my favorite notes or accords when a fragrance has a quite well executed whiskey note or brandy note or cognac note. This is very nice. If you do enjoy boozy fragrances, the main character of this fragrance is going to be the booziness. There is a nice creaminess to the fragrance given by the note of sandalwood. And looking at the notes, of course, you have the cognac. It wasn't whiskey, it was cognac. You have tobacco, you have vanilla, sandalwood, cacao, and cedar. So it's a very woody, boozy, and spicy fragrance along with that fruitiness that I talked about from the dried fruits. This is a really good one, guys. Definitely one of the favorites here from this haul. On the first impressions here, guys, this one gets a thumbs up. Next up, we have another indie house. This is the house of 𝗵𝗶𝘗𝗏. This is from New York City. And this is going to be 𝗕𝗷̀sme Oud, which is their latest release from 2024. I'm very curious to try in this one. 𝗵𝗶𝘗 New York, I think, is a brand that you can find in Bloomingdale's right now. And it's a brand that is very, very under the radar, number one, of course, and number two, very underrated. Love the presentation, really nice cap, smooth, non-magnetic, but it's okay. You have the H for 𝗵𝗶𝘗, attention to detail, that the glass is etched, all the information at the bottom here to make sure you have something authentic. Again, I love this brand. This is one of my favorite discoveries last year that I shared with you guys. Moroccan white leather, I think, was the one that I shared with you, which was my favorite from the line last year. 𝗕𝗷̀sme Oud is actually quite nice, guys. It's going to be this fruity, woody kind of a fragrance. There's definitely fig here, but this is going to be a different take on figs. This is going to be a very dark and mysterious type of a fig type of scent. If you do enjoy the note of fig, but you wanted like a twist on a fig like you've never tried before, 𝗕𝗷̀sme Oud will definitely give you this. I would call this smoky fig or something like that, because the fig here is really nice. It's got the fruitiness and earthiness of the figs, but then you have the snuttiness to it. Definitely smoky, almost incense-y fig, fruity. It sounds weird, I know. It's very intriguing, very mysterious, but it's quite elegant, ladies and gents. 𝗕𝗷̀sme Oud, Eau de Parfum, loving it right now. This is something that you could perhaps wear all year round as a signature scent. Again, it's going to be a smoky, dark, woody, spicy fig type of a scent. A fig that I've never tried before, guys. 𝗕𝗷̀sme Oud gets a thumbs up, really nice. Great job for 𝗵𝗶𝘗 again. They do very intricate and exclusive fragrances as a great indie niche brand here, right here from the US, from New York. Last but not least, talking about niche brands, indie brands from the United States. I'm gonna highlight one here, brand new release from the house of Day 3 Fragrances, which they've made tremendous impact in the fragrance community over the last couple of years since they started their brand. Family owned and operated. Michael Paul, an incredible nose. He produces all his fragrances, and this one here, of course, is going to be a collaboration between Day 3 Fragrances and ScentXplore. This is a limited edition. There's only a couple hundred left, and this is going to be Island, which is going to be a resinous, spicy take on vanilla. And Day 3 has actually upgraded their presentation. There's a sticker here from ScentXplore, which I must remove to be able to get to the box, to the bottle itself. This is going to be a box that slides up. Oops, almost fell. Beautiful presentation. They have since upgraded not only the boxes, but also the bottles themselves. The bottles look really nice. Beautiful glass lip here. Beautiful metal plate. Island is the name of the fragrance. Day 3. Amazing metal cap now. So it has really upped their antics here when it comes to the presentation. This is very much like a Kilian bottle now. Really great job. Kudos to the house of Day 3 Fragrances. And it is signed by Island herself, and also, Michael Paul, the perfumer and producer of Day 3 Fragrances. So, the time we're waiting for, ladies and gents, let's take it for a test drive. I'm curious, like I said, beautiful sprayer, amazing. I am very intrigued for this one, guys. Let's go. Wow. Guys, here's the deal. When I tell you something is wow, whenever you hear this word out of my mouth, and I smell hundreds of fragrances a year, and I bring it forth here only when I think it's worthy of your time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be, if you love vanilla, you're gonna love this. But most importantly, if you love woody, spicy scents, you're going to fall head over heels. This is incredible. I'm telling you right now, anybody out there, if I sent you a decant without telling you what this was, you would think this was a Tom Ford private blend. You would think that this was a very expensive Roja or a very expensive niche brand because this smells like $1 million. This smells like a $500 private blend from Tom Ford. It's a resinous vanilla. You have oud here, you have some gourmand faucet. It's so well balanced, very resinous vanilla, just amazing. This takes over a room, very powerful in character, incredible. Now I'm very confused. I don't know if I should spray this on today, but this is a serious contender, not only for me to rock today, but to definitely make my top winter list of top fragrances to rock in the next few months. You know, the late fall season that we have going on right now, but especially winter 2024 into 2025. This is an absolutely stellar vanilla fragrance, stellar woody spicy. Kudos to Day 3 and kudos to Michael Paul. They keep inspiring us with their amazing creations, and Island is no exception, guys. Try this, I'm telling you, get it before they're gone. I know they're going pretty fast. I think he started a pre-sale earlier in November, so there's still a few to go around. So if you do want to check it out, I'm going to have it linked below. There's no codes or anything. This is limited, but I'm telling you, it's an incredible vanilla scent. I'm going to tell you right now, if you love vanilla, if you love woody spicy scents with a vanilla, you know, predominant note that surrounds it like a beautiful, you know, made-to-measure garment, you're going to love this fragrance, guys. Perfection for the 𝗂𝗲𝗏. That simple. And speaking of ScentXplore, since Island was a fragrance created as a collaboration with ScentXplore, which is an event that if you guys haven't heard about it, I'm going to share with you one more time here on the channel. It's an international niche fragrance convention that happens every year in December in New York City, which is a very inviting, very inclusive, very, you know, friendly event. If you do love fragrances, if you don't love fragrances, but you want to learn about fragrances, you are more than welcome. This year, well, every year we receive hundreds to thousands of people, whether online, virtually, or in person. This year we're expecting 5,000 to 6,000 plus people to join ScentXplore in New York City on December 5th through the 7th of 2024. So guys, details below. As soon as you walk through the venue, you're going to be greeted with this beautiful welcome package, this bag, which has a ton of samples. I want to say 35 to 40 samples, plus you've got magazines from Nay magazine, you've got Le Parfum, you've got brochures, and a ton of sample sets. Incredible sample sets, discovery kits. The amazing Amouage will have their brand new discovery set for 2024, which will, you know, of course, feature the brand new releases from the Essences collection. You'll be able to experience that particular collection firsthand. Tons of sample sets, ton of single samples. Amazing, like I said, 35 to 45 plus samples, and then you're going to be able to trick or treat kind of style in the event, getting more samples, more things for all the brands. We've got 90 brands this year plus, and of course, masterclass workshops. Can't wait to see you there, guys. There are still a few hundred tickets left, so I'm gonna tell you guys, if you want to be a part of ScentXplore, if you're in the tri-state area, check out maxaroma.com. I think they have a promo going on right now, which I'll talk to you guys about more as we get closer to the event. There's a couple, I think 20 weeks, you know, 3 weeks or so, 22, 23 days left. So as we get closer, we're going to be giving some tickets out to you guys. If you're in a tri-state area, New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut, you want to come to the event, you're going to have a ton of chances to win with Black Friday coming up. There's going to be a lot of savings for you. And of course, freebies from ScentXplore. So stay tuned to those videos coming up. I can't wait to see you there, December 5th through the 7th. If you've been to any kind of ScentXplore, whether virtually or in person, please share your comments. It would mean the world to me in this video. Let me know your experience. And of course, I can't wait to see you in person and enjoy this amazing Niche Perfume Convention 2024. And of course, plenty and so much more for you guys. Always giving back. That's the ethos of my channel, the ethos of the event, bringing people together in a very immersive, entertaining, and inclusive manner. So guys, thank you so much for checking out this haul video. Let me know which fragrances. Actually, I'm going to give you my top 3 favorites. Number 3 spot, we're going to have 𝗂𝗏 from the house of 𝗵𝗂. At the 2nd spot, we're going to have 𝗵𝗄𝗀 from the house of Naughton & Wilson. And last but not least, my favorite, of course, Island from the house of Day 3 fragrance, which will actually be my scent of the day today. I think that's enough. This is quite powerful, ladies and gents. I'm telling you, you guys are in for a treat. Be warned though, this is a powerful beast mode. It just took over the whole room. So you must enjoy beast mode fragrances to enjoy this one. Guys, thank you so much for your support. Leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you right back here with another video very soon. Take care.